See, Eric Costo was a white boy from Pennsylvania that had everything he needed. But one day that all changed. Eric Costo ended up killing his childhood friend in a parking lot of a Wendy's in Pennsylvania. And today we're going to be talking about all of that. And we do have an interview with Cuzzo Loke himself from the end of 2022.
Oh, the ice cream cake. That's what I'm smoking on. I got some of that too, bro, from Maine.
Yo, real shit. That shit's fire, ain't it?
Hey, that shit good, bro. I fuck with it. It gets me. I like being paranoid.
That's my new shit.
So me and Ronnie Blue Eyes interview Eric Cuzzo, and this is some of the stuff he was saying in the interview we're going to get into. One of the things is his celly Shooter Loke. See, Shooter Loke ended up being a snitch. He was exposed by Stony Tony. But Cuzzo likes to go on and on about Pino, but at the end of the day, he's a rat lover himself.
You know my man Shooter? I put our interview like as the main thing on my page.
Yep, I seen that.
We were cellies for like almost 3 years straight. And the one time we got this weed in that made me so paranoid that I ended up flushing like $500 worth of weed.
Damn.
And like an hour later, when I became sober, I was snapping, and Shooter was just laughing at me. Like, that shit was funny. This is Blue Eyes. His weed took him to the moon. And he spray painted a smiley face on that bitch.
Everybody remember to keep smiling through the bullshit. Keep smiling.
Black homies was racist towards me at first. Like,
damn.
You know, I had to go through a lot more shit than my homies did. They used to make me fight more people, you know, prove yourself this way, prove yourself that way. I had to do a whole bunch of extra shit, and I did it because I wanted motherfuckers to know like I was serious about this way of life. My parents, they weren't really there for me like that. I got passed around my entire family, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Once I hit 16, I had enough of it, and I just ran away and started doing my own thing. But because of me growing up down there with my mom, shout out to Aliquippa, that's my hometown, right outside of Pittsburgh, Quip Town. Mm-hmm. You know, that shit, they made me into a man. You know, and then I started going out Pittsburgh. And that was on some whole other shit. Like my area, the main dude in my area had a big coke connect. And he ended up getting indicted with a bunch of other people right around the same time I caught my homicide. So all them dudes that was fighting, all my old heads that was fighting the indictment, I was down there with them fighting my homicide.
Then Cuzzo talks about his time in Florida and how the goons down there ran him out the hood, and he moved immediately.
Yeah, and you know, I lived in Florida. I was down Miami when COVID first really hit.
Oh, my brother was too.
And I got caught up in a race war.
Yup.
Where the projects that I was staying at in Miami, and shout out to Plaza, I know a lot of motherfuckers don't know the rapper Plies.
Yep. Shout out to Plies. Fort Myers, baby. Shout out to Fort Myers. Shout out to
But
Plies. Shout out to
yeah,
Cuzzo.
Fort Myers. But I was out his project staying. And I left to go handle some business. And when I came back, motherfuckers weren't trying to let me back into projects. And I'm like, yo, I live here. Like, I stay here. And they was on the type time, like, ain't no white people coming in this projects. So I went across the street. I don't want to get into too much detail, but we ended up having a serious altercation. I ended up having to run because it was me versus, I mean, there was people coming out the woodwork. I ended up running, and that's when I was like, you know what? All this craziness going on in the world, I'm going back to my hood. And that's when I went back to Pennsylvania.
So when Cuzzo got out of jail the first time for the murder, he met this woman named Bison Vicious. See, Bison Vicious was someone known for going on OnlyFans, and she's known for making Cuzzo start doing gay for pay. The threesomes he's talking about, it gets freaky.
I was with at the time, it was just constant three-ways because she was bisexual.
That's how I get down. That's my flavor.
So, yeah, the money was flowing through there.
Yeah.
Facts.
Dedicated to the love of my life, Bison Vicious, nigga. Bring your money, go to Snapchat, and check out Bison Vicious. She be slanging pussy, and I be slinging dick. Then in our spare time, we flip another brick.
Well, I got locked up in the very beginning of 2009.
Okay.
Me?
What about 05, 06, 07? What was you rapping then?
No. Like, I was rapping, joking around. My homies were into it. And I did one song with them. And then they did a song about me. But we were little kids. You know, we were like 15, 16, 14, shit like that. But I didn't get into writing until I started doing all this solitary time in prison. And once I started writing, my mom started entering me, like she wasn't even telling me, but she was entering me in poetry contests and I was winning. And she got me enough notoriety that she was like, do you have enough poems written down to this caliber that I could create a book?
What up, cuz? Today I'm going to read a story. The story is called Cuzzo's Conflicted Conscience by Allan Costo. You might know Cuzzo from 23&1. He is currently incarcerated. Let's get started. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my family, my Crip family, my friends, and every single person who as a child was ever neglected or abused, anyone in the world that is struggling with addiction, anyone who is incarcerated and being oppressed, and to all of my Christian brothers and sisters in the Lord. I went from the Antichrist to a man of God. I still see horns on my head, so I don't spare the rod. I can't ever forget how I used to be, how I used to live. I was a troubled youth and a drug-addicted kid. I used to steal from my dad and fight with my mom. I didn't do right, but loved doing wrong. I know I might go back to that wicked life at any time. I got good and evil touch, 'cause the choice is mine. I look at myself in the mirror every single day. Okay, we are only a minute and 10 seconds of this video, and I could tell you already, this book is a bunch of bullshit, but I will continue.
And I was like, hell yeah. At the time, I'm doing 18 months in the hole. So I'm writing my ass off. My mom, she got everything in her name. So like I never really made a penny off of it. But it's my mom, and I know all the money's going to her. So like I don't really give a fuck. That's why I still promote it, because I love my mom.
Yeah.
And she rode for me the whole time I was down. So for me, all the commissary money and the visits, the gas to come to the visits, the hotel rooms, I feel all the money I'm making off that book, she deserves it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
It's called Cuzzo's Conflicted Conscience.
See.
All C's.
Triple C's. Triple C.
Donated 10% of all my earnings. Amazon automatically did this. It went into a fund out in New Jersey. New Jersey does our insane day get together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Okay.
they have a pastor out there that's really trying to help the youth. Like, if they don't want to be a part of the streets, they don't have to be. They have an avenue where they could follow their dreams and do good in life. So I put all 10% of the money donated to them. And then I was able to sneak pictures in the book because I already knew motherfuckers were going to be like, this white boy ain't running Crips. This white boy ain't doing that. This white boy ain't doing that. So I actually paid the photographer to take pictures of me and all my lokes, with me right in the center and everybody with their hand on me throwing up crip rule. And all these dudes is twice my size. But I wanted to put that in there because there's so many people that try to lie on me.
Yeah.
That I knew, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little slide in there. Like, you get my book, like, oh, damn. Like, motherfucker can't pull shit off like that.
Then Cuzzo speaks on how he got his name, Cuzzo Loke.
My street name that was given to me by shout out to Freddie Fox Loke. Cuzzo was given to me by him. He coming out the feds soon too.
Loke.
He gave me the name Cuzzo, and the way I'm gonna be doing shit, it's like Cuzzo versus Eric. Like the whole time I'm spitting,
like
I'm
devil and the angel on your shoulders going back and forth. And I get it. I've been there with myself. I battled myself, Spare versus Blue Eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go melodic with Blue Eyes, and I'll go severe with severe.
Yeah.
You know, I
some songs will just be Cuzzo. Some songs will just be Eric.
And that's dope.
Some songs will be both.
Hell yeah.
And that's a way I know nobody can steal my shit. Because the conversation's going back, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch my lyrics the way I write that shit.
So Jeter has a question right here. He says, can Cuzzo elaborate on his set he got in PA from Long Beach? I'm just curious. It's interesting. Jeter is a guy, I think you might know who he is. He's a guy on the West Coast.
So as you know, there's a bunch of California dudes that migrated all over the country, and not even all over the country, but it ended up being all over the world. Crips started in 1969, and it's now a worldwide gang. There's Crips in China, there's Crips in France, there's Crips in Italy. And it all starts from official Crips that come out from California and they start recruiting. And from there, you know, these dudes is recruiting. These dudes is recruiting. My set, big shout out to OG Big Spit. Big shout out to OG James. 21st in St. Louis, Long Beach. They put us on the map out in Pittsburgh. The motherfuckers that I sold for, I did dirt for, and did other shit for, I'm not going to talk about. But I was never a Crip. I was just affiliated. But when I got locked up, you know, motherfuckers explained the politics to me, and I was in some crazy situations with some lokes, and they ain't never tell. You know, and I ain't never tell. And they had to let us go.
So you kind of just became bros right there.
So my loyalty was to them already. It's just that when I caught my homicide and motherfuckers knew I was getting time no matter what, they wanted to make me official before I even hit upstate. You got so many dudes that are officially Crip that are white, Spanish, Asian. You got all these different races now that's banging Crip, that's banging blood. You know, it turned into a select few, into versatile worldwide.
Now this is part of the interview where it gets weird. See, Cuzzo sees Allan in the chat, and Allan, a Marine, comes up, and the two go at it.
Funny, I promise y'all. Let Allan come on. It's gonna be be good. That's how fucked up our country is.
Allan, it's in your Instagram. Go to your Instagram, click it.
Our government be having dudes that never even got in a fight in a day in their life.
Dubs to come up.
You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
They ain't never been in a fight. They ain't
never
never
been to the chat. The chat's lit. I hear you though. The chat's lit right now. It's going off. I just checked my other jack. I'm over here on 2.
Nah, clearing houses. No, clearing houses. No bullshit. I just tell you I was a Marine. Clearing a house means clearing a house.
You stop right there.
Have
you been in the military?
Let's soak in Dub's comment, backing up Allan at this time. This is crazy.
Does not mean kill. Stop putting words in my mouth. That is lying. You know nothing about the military. Have you been over in Afghanistan? Have you been over to Africa? Then you know nothing about what you're talking about. Clearing a house does not mean kill. We do not kill women and children. You said clearing a house. I said yes. Did I not say that?
Hold on. You said you do not kill women and children, but you actually said we don't kill women and children. What does that mean?
The military as a whole.
You guys don't kill women and children?
I've never killed women and children.
No, you said
I know. I'm not going to speak about people I don't know about. You said clearing the home. Don't start going on this whole rabbit tangent about, oh, no one gets women and children don't get killed and all that kind of stuff. That's not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak on something that other people do. No one fucking does that shit.
I just wanted to understand because you said we don't kill women and children.
This is what you do, and I'm not going to fall for it again. Last time you spun it, and this time I'm not going to let you fucking do it. And I'm sorry, this is New Age Live. I'm not going to let you do this again.
I just wanted to understand because you said we don't kill women and children.
And last time you said what?
You keep
Jesus
keep
Christ.
ignoring the question. I just want to know who we is.
My unit. That's we.
Okay, your unit. So now
We
we're
do not
now
kill
I
women and
understand.
children.
Now I understand. You're talking about your unit.
Yes.
What's your unit?
That doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? If someone
It
asks
doesn't
me
matter to
what
you.
crip
Were
I
you
am, I'm
there?
gonna say
Were you with us? No.
9-7 Trey
Then it's
Insane
none of your
Gangster
business
Crip.
what my unit
I'm
is.
asking you what your unit is.
It doesn't matter. Stop. This is what you do, and this is what you do.
No,
last
no,
time.
no, no,
You're
no, no,
changing
no.
the subject.
Allan.
Now you're going on to my unit.
Allan.
No one's talking about my
All
unit.
I asked was what your unit's name was.
It doesn't matter to you.
It does matter to me because I did research that I'm going to bring out.
Oh,
I'm just
perfect.
waiting.
Perfect. Then bring it out.
So what was your unit called?
That doesn't matter to you.
Okay. That's your answer?
Then bring out this proof. That
No,
you got
I'm just
one
saying,
friend.
is
All
that
the
your-
messages
is that
that
your
I wrote
answer?
to you and Anna
Is that your answer?
is what?
What's your unit?
How many times do I have to say it? It's none of your business.
Okay. That's
Yep.
your answer. Okay. I
Can we
just
move
want to
on?
make sure everyone in the chat understands what you're saying.
Yeah. Can we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, perfect. Do you know anything about
Yep.
clearing rooms? You just made stuff up to catch me in a lie? Did you not say that on your video?
What video? I don't know what video you're talking about.
Yeah, see, this is what you do every time.
No, I
You
want
play
to know.
dumb.
I do a lot of videos. I don't know what video you're talking about.
You made a video with my name in saying that you spun it. You just made shit up to catch me in what? I don't know the exact words you said, but that's what you said.
Well, on my live, you came out and said I'm a broken misfit.
I
And
said
you
I
said
am
I had to do
broken
terrible
as
things
well.
over there. And afterwards,
What?
you talked to me and Anna.
Jesus Christ. I have never spoken to Anna. Pull that proof up right now that I spoke to Anna. Pull it up.
Anna was on my call with me.
That's not speaking to Anna.
It's
Speaking
a
to Anna,
three-way
that
call.
I,
It's a
Allan,
three-way call.
spoke
There's
to
three
Anna.
people on it. Anna was on it.
She was on the live when I was on there.
Allan, I don't know what you're getting at.
Dude, you're spinning the story again.
No,
Was
I'm not.
Anna, answer my question.
I'm
Was
straight up
Anna on the
saying-
live?
I'm straight up saying they had to clear a house. Clearing a
Now
house.
we're going
means
back to
killing
clearing
women
house.
and
Can you
children.
answer my question?
No,
Was Anna on the live?
I've never left that subject. You might have, but I never left it. You're trying to go on to other things.
No,
but
because
I wanna
it's
stay
done.
at the
Clearing the
subject.
house does not mean killing. And I don't want to speak about fucking operations with a guy like you who's never been in the military, who's just rambling about stuff. You don't.
I've had a lot of dudes that were
It doesn't
highly
matter who
decorated,
know.
and they could say every single thing that they were a part of in the military, starting from their training.
Yeah,
You
so could
can't-
I. So could I. It's just none of your business. Who are you to me that I have to tell you my whole life story from fucking boot all the
Are
way
you
to where
just
I'm at today?
talking to me?
Just so
I
you can
thought you were
find
talking to
information out
everyone
on
on
me,
here.
which I'm not going to give you the luxury to.
I thought you were talking to everyone on here.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, you're just talking to me?
Yes. If I wanted to speak to New
we're
Age,
not
I'd
going
call
to get
them up.
anywhere then. If you're not going to answer me, then
Dude,
we're
now
never
I'm
going to
not
get
answering
anywhere.
you.
I don't understand.
I'm
what you're
addressing
talking
the
about, Allan.
lies that you spoke on. And now you're spinning it out to my unit that has nothing to do with it.
So what were
my
the
unit
lies?
have
What
to do
were
with
the
your
lies?
lies?
What were the lies?
You said, I went out to your live and specifically said, I kill women and children. And
Yeah, I did say
you
that.
said that I wrote you and Anna off fucking YouTube and said about the things that I have done.
Stop. You said wrote.
That's what you said, mister.
No, I said we three-way called you.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're spinning it again. Is that all you do?
No, I'm not. This is on live. Everyone can rewind this.
You said specifically on your three-way called, huh?
Yeah.
I would think about what you say before you say
I even went
I
like
will
this.
pull that up and put it on my channel.
I even went
Stop
like
lying,
this.
Dude. You lie so much. You can't keep track of your life. Why don't you try to be honest? You don't have to do this shit. Laugh.
Allan, I'm
That's
sorry.
what you do.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at you, man. But you're making yourself look really
all
bad.
You got is to laugh at me. I catch you in so many lies, and that's what liars do.
Allan,
they just laugh. They
not,
just do the ho 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 ho. Crap.
Allan, you're not though. You're catching your own self in lies. Everyone else can see it but you, and that's why I feel bad.
You feel bad for me, huh? Because you said on your live that I did a three-way call with you and Anna.
Yeah.
You better think about
after you told everyone on the live you're a broken misfit.
Okay, then perfect.
And
then
you were wrong.
That call.
You said
then
you're a man.
That call.
You
proof
said
of
you're
that call.
I can't talk when you're talking.
Provide proof of that three-way call.
Like what? Show the timestamp and
Correct.
all that?
Correct.
I don't delete any of my phone shit. I can do that.
Then perfect. Then do that. Do it right now. You have your phone on you.
What's the matter if it happens tomorrow?
Oh,
bro. I have a lot of shit. I'm going through it right fucking now. You gotta understand. You went
I
on
have 5 messages for 3 days. It should not be that.
You sent like 30 fucking messages every hour. I'm going. But you on my live, you made it plain as day what clearing the house was.
I did not say anything.
And I said I know.
Jesus
you
Christ,
had to kill women and children, and you said, yes, you know, I'm a broken misfit.
Who is even
I don't
talking
understand.
about that? I will admit that right now. I said I'm broken. I am broken. We all are broken in our own ways.
Dude, I'm not spending hours going through my fucking phone.
Because you know goddamn well
you're
are
right.
lying.
I'm wrong.
I'm calling you out on your lies.
You're right. I'm
answer.
wrong. I'm a big liar. I made the whole thing up. You're right. You can't even say your unit? That's like a Crip saying, what set are you in? I didn't have one veteran celly that couldn't tell me their whole entire lineup.
That's all right.
Blue Eyes.
That's what I was saying.
Sitting back, not saying anything, but his eyes was telling a different story. Blue Eyes, from street perspective, break down what I'm trying to say because I'm not saying it right.
Basically, he thinks Allan's transparent and he can't articulate the fact that he already said what he said. And ain't no point in going back and forth and arguing over it. Just go back to the live and you'll have your own perspective.
Yes.
Hey, Pino.
Yeah, he's watching right now. Hey, you're a Hoover set. You're not a real Crip. And not only did you rat once, but you ratted on both your cases. Officer, the last time I did this, they pinned everything on me. Well, guess what? They pinned it on you again, you dumb rat fuck.
Ooh, holy shit. So
your girl?
That would be a main event.
Your girl?
That would be a main event. You and Pino.
Your girl? Bro, I seen you throw fists with Mighty Mouse. You can't fight. I saw y'all fighting in the parking lot. They sent me that video.
He had some jeans and a
bro, I will beat the fuck out of you. And I'm going to do you dirty once I get you on the ground. Ooh. I'm going to embarrass you. Because it's going to be filmed. And ain't no brass knuckles like 1090 Jake, pussy. Just knuckles. That's it. No rings, no brass knuckles. You needed brass knuckles for 1090? For real?
What you think about 1090? Because you guys probably have a lot of similar, not the same set, obviously.
I got nothing against him.
Yeah.
I got nothing against him. I think he's a real dude. I just wish he would give more respect to my man Death.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The same thing.
Yeah.
Whoever put you on YouTube from the jump, you need to salute and hold that loyalty dear to heart, because that who put you on. Like a lot of people that went on from Death, they don't show him no kind of love or loyalty, and I don't respect that, and that's why he don't do a lot of interviews now, man.
There he is.
Yeah,
there he is, Cuzzo.
I don't like that shit. And Pino with the texting, I don't do the comment texting shit. If we really about some shit, I'm a loke, cuz you come to the barn. You had no problem going to Boston. If you a baller like you claim, I'm sure the feds will give you the money to come down here. Some cop agency will help fund your ride down here.
Yo, Pino, I sent you the
Yo,
link.
what about your interrogation
You
tape when you was like, hey, Pino, now that I know you're watching, in your interrogation tape, when you told the cop, yo, last time I did this, they pinned everything on me. So you ratted your first case too?
Just hitting another lick and getting caught?
No. You know? He was getting ready to tell on everything and tell on his girl. Are you sure this is going to help me? Are you sure this is going to help me? I can't go to prison. I can't go back to jail. I can't go back to jail. I got a kid. Ain't nobody can buy no interrogation tape of me. There ain't none. There might be an interrogation tape of me saying lawyer. You was singing like crazy. What's that Plies song? First 48. You ever hear that
First
joint?
48.
I'm gonna tell you the same shit I told Fly Soldier. Keep my name out your mouth. Don't ever mention me again. And get the fuck out of wherever I'm at. That way I won't get no clout. Nah, but hey Pino, you know your set's a Hoover set, right? You know y'all bang Orange Flag. You ain't a Crip set.
He said in Florida, once you hit the pen, Hoover's and Crips are Crip, a Loke's a Loke. I think it is death in it.
You think I was never locked up in Florida? Hold up. Where's my wallet? I want to show you my Florida state ID.
Dude, you were getting pretty burnt down there, too. You were working outside,
I'm Italian. Bro. I get dark as fuck. I'm Italian. It's wintertime in PA. It was like 40 degrees there. But, yeah. I be in Florida, too.
So this is where Cuzzo talks about him murdering his friend Jimmy, and it gets very dark.
I went to prison because I was selling heroin. 2 dudes tried robbing me, and they were trying to take my life, I felt like. So I shot and killed one of them. I shot at the other and missed. I stopped shooting because I didn't want to hit any innocent bystanders. That's what I did 11 years for. You did 10 years because you wanted to smoke more meth.
Anna's underrated. I was trying to say that earlier. Like,
dude, she's definitely underrated.
when I first heard her, I'm like, okay, manager. I'm like, oh man, this like. But then I seen your video. You signed the paper, and then she's been like really, really nice. Like she's just really, really nice.
Dude, this is my third channel.
Yeah, it's good to have, hard to find, but good to have.
This is my third channel. Anna's been around since my first channel. She's never left my side. Anytime that I needed something to improve my channel, even before the contract, you know, what made me know that Anna was real, and I felt this from the start, but what really showed everyone else, she bought over $5,000 worth of fucking studio equipment.
That's dope.
Before I even signed the contract, because I said, my word, we doing this.
Damn.
And she took my word. You know, in prison, your word is everything. But that's why I made that video, because I could have had all that shit and been a piece of shit and never did YouTube again and sold all of it and da. But, you know, it just shows you what love and loyalty Broken Misfits have for each other. And just like when Big Lance was stuck, I didn't even know I was at work. The Broken Misfits got together and sent him all the money he needed. Got him straight without me even having to tell any of them anything. And it's because of Anna. Just like you said, Anna's underrated.
On the game, yeah.
Anna watches me, Lance, and Jay Williams and Death like we're her children. You know, she watches us all the time, and she lets us know what's up.
Does paperwork slip past the cracks like that? Like in Florida, we've seen it multiple times, you know, and Domi's Domi's not exception. Like the paperwork slipped through the cracks.
No, because this is what people got fucked up. You can't use Google as your source. You gotta pay that 10 cents a page. There's websites where you can get somebody's entire criminal history from beginning to end, from when they were a little kid until now. You can get mine.
Yeah, 1090 does that. He'll dig up what you did when you were 7 when you bit your teacher.
Exactly. You just need to pay for it. Some shit's worth more. Like, as soon as he got the bread up, he got that Pinot video. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand why people try to portray something they not, when, bro, you have shit out there that anybody can get.
Right.
Like, you're done after that. Especially when you're just a YouTuber. Like, all the big channels, they clown on fucking Pino. He knows this. Like, that rat and tape was crazy. It spoke for itself. You telling a cop you can't go to prison, you can't go back to jail. You ain't telling no cop that on the rap sheet. You know, my rap sheet, my first charge, robbing a police impound. My second charge, unlawful weapon, terroristic threats, and 1,000 fucking codeine pills. After that, homicide. After that, which I didn't know, but because they found all them pills, they started sending undercovers to buy from me. But I wasn't selling pills no more. I was selling dope, but they were buying that anyways. Their investigation stopped when I caught my homicide. But after the trial and I got my time, they booked me for the bad sales. Are manufactured to deliver, not no simple possession drug therapy.
Yeah, like mine. Like I was what is Genghis said, non-affiliated cracker. That's me. I was that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You don't see me. This is the first time anybody's ever heard my criminal history. I never said my criminal history before.
Ooh, exclusive.
I just said my whole criminal history. I don't brag about that shit because there ain't no reason to. But when dudes is trying to claim shit, your criminal history speaks for itself. You talk about a Tony Hawk watch. I'm fighting for my life on a homicide because I shot
Tony Hawk watch. A Tony Hawk watch. Holy shit.
Like, he said Tony Hawk watch like 6 times.
We really got respect for him a little bit, you know. But
you talking about Milkers Hoover?
Yeah, the Hoover.
Yep. Yeah. Tell him I'm insane gangster crip.
Yes, sir.
At least on the East Coast. He's on
the West Coast. He's on the West Coast. Hoover.
I know he's on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, we have an alliance with his set.
Word.
Back. So you and Pino.
If it's the same over there.
So you and Pino.
Yeah, we had him on the show before.
What'd you say?
So you and Pino would be in an alliance too, because he's an East Coast Hoover, right?
If it's politics.
That's why it hurt so bad when I seen that interrogation tape.
Damn.
You know, like on some real shit, I was rooting for him. Not paying homage to death.
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that from day one.
He's the godfather of all this.
Yep, and we got our little YouTube street podcast, and we see other people doing it, and we salute. But as long as they recognize and give us our flowers and our respect,
like that is the OG
and reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, I always believe whoever helped you get on, that's who you stick with.
And we're
all a solid team.
I'm with content. Jay Williams.
Yeah. He's
official.
Top tier.
Every time I'm listening to shit, I know I'm listening to a convict.
Now, the days after this interview leaded up to the arrest of Cuzzo, he ended up putting hands on his girlfriend. And at the time, Cuzzo was in the crashing out mode. He had found out, well, in his mind, he thought that his girlfriend was cheating on him.
It's funny, you know what I'm saying? It's funny to me. She can do whatever she wants. I just want her to be loyal to me.
After he crashed out and started choking Jen, Cuzzo eventually gets let home. And now, it looks like he's back to his old ways.
In case y'all didn't know, I just got out today, and I got an ankle bracelet. Sponsored by A-Rocket, and within hours of me leaving jail, pulled over again. That shit is right there. Somebody might be dead. Who knows?